Yeah, Joe.
I just was, for all you guys, where do you see the role of mission agency in your context? And, you know, you all have different contexts. You have a very missional churches. So where would you see the role of an agency, if any? You don't have to say there is one.
Myself and our church members nowadays, we are confused whether our ministry is a church or a mission organization. I think our church is not typical case. So because our church, like I shared last night, our founding church, one of his motto was, from the scripture, he realized it is a church. Church's privilege and responsibility to do the world mission. And he has done it and he has proven it as a local church. So we do have double faces of our church. It looks like mission organization on one hand, and the other, it is a local church. And also myself, as a lead pastor, I struggled for a few years because God gave me such a passion for world mission. I go out to overseas once in a month, like whether 1 or 2 weeks. So that's abnormal as a lead pastor. But to me, it's very normal because that's what my senior pastor has shown me. He will leave on Sunday night and come back Friday night and preach on Sunday, and will leave or not again on Sunday night. So that has been culturally embedded. But I struggle because when I see my flock, I need to make myself available for them, kind of thing. So I asked God, do you want me to go out? Do you want me to just do mission? Once he reminded me, before I made you a general, I made you a shepherd. And he wanted to be there. And even earlier this year, I also prayed to God again, because there's a tension within me too, you know, with the time availability. And I asked God again, but he said, remember I called you to be a father to a fatherless generation. So even all these 18 people are going out and committed for mission, they will not make a commitment unless they have a relationship with me. They see me as a spiritual father. And after they go out and when they return, they know they have a home to return back to. And there's a spiritual father waiting for them. Not everyone will have the strength of that tight relationship, but majority of them will feel like that. And if they didn't have that relationship with me, they will never make that commitment. I know that even though in their head, they know the calling, importance of world mission, and kind of thing. So what I realized, playing that double role of being a general of God's army and shepherd of his flock, it's something I realized that's God's calling, and I have to serve both roles in that. So, but because our church is so unique, so the role of mission organization for our church is very minimal.
Scott, you want to say something?
I think a short answer to that is absolutely there's a role that you guys are playing that local churches cannot cover. I think GMI, this keeps coming up. This is an exception, and I don't think, I'm not a statistician or anything, but 99% of local churches are not able to do what this church is doing. I think because I was fortunate enough to have been commissioned 100% by my home church. But I think the dynamics cannot be overcome that the church's priority in their missionaries, sending the missionaries, is not necessarily the missionaries themselves. It's the mission of the church. It's the project. It's the ministry on the field. I think it's really tough for the missionaries when they are on the field of return for whatever reasons. The local church, as much as they love the missionaries and support them, they're not their first. The welfare and health of the missionaries is not first priority, because they cannot afford to expend their resources. I would even say more than monetarily, personal ministry is not provided for the missionaries. I'll give you an example of myself. Our time in Afghanistan got cut short for no one foresaw. event took place, I think, 26th of July. We came back, I think, August 4th or whatnot. I was in pastoral ministry come September. There was no debriefing. There's no time off. There's no trauma. There's no financial help. And I remember fighting with my senior pastor, and they said, "Hey, I don't have a plan. I didn't have any. What did I do? I got paid, whatever, you know." Missionaries too. I think being commissioned by the church organized church was that you're compensated for that country standards. I got paid $250 a month. Like in Afghanistan, man, you're a baller. Like teachers in my city made $60 a month. So I'm balling out. Like I don't know what to do with my money. I spend more than half of my money on phone calls calling my wife, which costs me 25 cents a minute. Thank God. But what happens when I come back? Who's out there looking out for me? Mission agencies absolutely need to exist because you guys exist for the protection and the health and the welfare of the missionaries. My job as a local church pastor now is to inspire, to make sure, preach. Your job is to go out, but I cannot extend because I'm a small church. I'm not GMI. I'm just an I. Right? We don't have the capacity, nor do we feel called to. I don't feel called to monitor. He's Superman. I don't want to call you every week to check up on you. Someone else has to do that. For the kids, it's got to be the missions agency. You know?